G'day, my name's Alan Teskey. My main aim in beekeeping is to experiment and to obtain as much honey from the hives as possible. The bees are starting to bring in some pollen, so that will help with the rearing of young bees. So far I have not seen any eggs, but plenty of polished cells, so it looks like the queen is just about ready to lay. Right, this is the frame of brood and eggs, and the bees that are on the frame is nurse bees, so I'm putting them in to give them a jump start. Any queen cell started, when checked in 7 days' time, will tell me that there is no queen in the hive. The frame of brood and bees that was placed from another hive into this hive is marked so that I know which one I have to check in 7 days' time. The only time I take the outside frame out is when I'm checking for newly reared queens. Any other times it is the second or third frame in, because you don't know where the queen will be. Just looking to see if I can find any eggs.
There's been a couple of days of rain as well, haven't there?
Oh,
might have slowed them down.
I think we're too early. Yes, we have a queen. You just start laying, there's all eggs through that area there.
Oh, great.
Kim is coming out with us on this queen rearing exercise so that she may be able to learn some of the ropes for when she is rearing queens. What are you doing there, Kim?
I am trying to get the, I don't know what I'm doing.
Got some bees there.
I have some bees there. I'm looking for eggs. See if our new queen has hatched and started laying. Like how I said, our queen.
Just put it on the stand out the road there somewhere. What else are you doing?
Pulling away our little
Yep, thank you.
cups. And we found eggs.
And we found eggs right up.
And look at a beautiful queen. Do you want to have a look?
Oh yeah, look at the size of her.
She's beautiful.
Right, I'll just zoom. I'll just go in close.
Beauty.
She's a lovely little. She's not little.
Big.
She's lovely.
The age of this queen is only around about 2 weeks old from when she was first reared. Yep, that's what you want, beautiful big queens. Large spermatheca. Okay, put her in.
She's happy as.
Right. Put that over, and don't forget the queen's on the other side there. Right, so put your next one in. Put your empty one, no.
That was the next one.
Yeah, but is this the empty one? Put this one in next.
This is empty too.
Yeah, right, okay, right, we'll put it outside.
Actually, this has got some pollen, I'll put it on the outside.
Right, so that's about number 6 queen. Nothing like telling Porky's on video.
Did you notice I didn't comment there? I just was
I'm
quiet.
thinking, what's he on about?
I'm just quiet. I was just. Your hives, you say what you want, Alan.
We're discreet, we're not going to say anything.
Fold it over really hot, really tight. That's it. Right, now this one here, that's a lid only that goes on.
Good girl.
Same way, face it the same way as your other entrance.
Where's the other entrance?
There.
Here's the entrance.
What's the reason for that?
I don't know.
Well, so if rain gets in there, it's going to run out, isn't it?
Of course it is. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise we'd chocked it.
The next day I checked my nukes at home.
The single here is a nuke that has had no brood in it, and we put a cell in just with the field bees coming back to the original spot.
The majority of my nukes have a fair amount of bees in them. On checking this first frame that I brought out, I have found a queen. She is a beauty.
Big queen, there she is there, just going around the other side. This was a soft-reared queen put into a protective cover. There's the top of the cell that's been started to be pulled down by the bees.
The frame with the queen bee on it is now being placed just outside the hive.
Now taking an empty frame
to place in another hive and return it with a partly sealed brood and nurse bees. If I did not do this, I consider that the hive would be no different to package bees, and that would take them a long time to increase in bee numbers.
frame of brood coming back.
The frame of brood that I've taken from the other hive is standing up on against the other nuke, and this particular frame has the queen on it, which I'm now putting back in the hive. This frame with the queen on it is facing the other frame. The extra brood frame is now being placed in the hive. The nuke is now being reassembled and won't be checked for another 7 days. So all the nukes have been checked for queen's laying, and we have sighted over half the number of cells that were placed in the nukes. All nukes will be rechecked in 7 days' time to see if the remainder of the queens are laying. If not, a frame of brood will be placed in from other hives. Then another 7 days for them to check to see if the queen is laying. If not, they'll have to be amalgamated with other hives.